Hello everyone, welcome to TechTeach, where we make learning computer science easy and fun. I am Mayuri and today we'll see data types in JavaScript. JavaScript is dynamically typed language and it offers different data types to handle different kinds of values. These data types form the building blocks for storing and manipulating data within a program. They can be classified broadly into primitive data types and non-primitive data types. Primitive data types such as strings, numbers, booleans, and more are immutable and hold direct values, whereas non-primitive types like objects and array hold references to memory locations. Today, we are going to see primitive data types. Understanding these data types is essential for writing effective JavaScript code, and it tells you how data is stored, processed, and manipulated in a program. So let us start with the first data type in JavaScript, that is string. A string represents a sequence of characters and is used for textual data. If you want to define a string, you can define it like this. Let some variable name and its value. Here I am giving value as TechTeach. You can define string in single quotes or in double quotes. Let us now define one string with single quote. If you want to print this string on the console, we can use console.log. Console.log is a function to display output on the console. So now I am printing name, and again we'll use same function to print next variable, that is greeting. Here my program is already loaded in the browser. I'll just go and refresh the page to see the output. So here you can see both our strings have been printed. Now next data type in JavaScript is number. Numbers can be integers or floating point numbers. Let us define some numbers. First we'll define age variable and we'll assign one integer to it. Then let us define one floating point number. Price is equal to 99.99. Let us print them on the console using console.log. First I'll print age and then I'll print price. Let us check the output by refreshing the page, and here you can see these two values have been printed. Next data type we are going to see is boolean. A boolean can hold one of two values, true or false. It is typically used for conditional logic. Let us define some boolean variables. Is subscribed is equal to true, and next variable has paid is equal to false. Again we'll print these values on the console. Is subscribed and console.log has paid. Let us now check the output. It will print those boolean values on the console. So here you can see true and false. Next very interesting data type in JavaScript is undefined. When a variable is declared but not initialized, it becomes undefined. For example, let us declare a variable user. I have not assigned any value to it. Let us now try printing that variable on the console and see. Its value is undefined. So when you don't initialize any variable, JavaScript automatically give undefined value to it. Now next data type in JavaScript is null. Null is an explicit assignment of no value. That means when you assign null to a variable, it indicates that the variable has no value and it does not point to any data. Let us define one null variable here. Let course is equal to null. Here we have explicitly initialized course with null value. Let us print it on console and check the output. So here the value in course is null. There is a difference between undefined and null. Both of these data types are used to represent the absence of value, but they are distinct concepts in JavaScript. Null represent intentional absence of value because here we are assigning some variable with null value. But undefined represent a variable that has been declared but not yet initialized with any value. And in that case, JavaScript automatically assigns undefined to uninitialized variable. Next data type in JavaScript we are going to see is symbol. Symbol data type is a relatively new addition to JavaScript. It represents a unique and immutable primitive value that can be used as identifier for object properties. Each symbol is guaranteed to be unique. Even we create two symbols with same description, they are considered to be different. Let us try defining some symbols. Let unique ID is equal to, for defining symbol you have to use symbol keyword and in bracket you can give its value. Let us first print this value on the console, and here you can see the symbol. Now let us define one more symbol. With same description. Symbol here also will give ID, and if we check if unique ID equal to when we use triple equal to, it means this operator will check value as well as its type. If they are same, we are printing console.log they are same, else console.log they are different. Let us check the output of this, and you can see here they are different. So even if we give same description for symbol, they are unique. Next data type we are going to see is big int. Big int is used for very large integers that cannot be represented by number type. Like if you define a big number equal to big int in bracket, give some large value for that number. Very large numbers you can store in big int. Now I am printing this big number on the console, and you can see its value. Big int can also be defined by appending n at the end of the value. So there are two ways to define big int, either using big int keyword, or you can define big num, it's really big value, by appending n at the end. So when you append n at the end, it becomes big integer. So with this we have seen total 7 primitive data types in JavaScript. Let us go through it. First is string, second is number, third is boolean, fourth is undefined, fifth is null, sixth is symbol, and seventh is big int. Now if you define some variable and you want to check its data type, how to check it? So we have typeof operator to check data type of any variable that you define. So let us check types of the variables which we have already defined. So first let us check the type of name. Simply you have to give type of name, and this will display on console. So console.log type of name will give you data type of name variable. Let us refresh our page, and here you can see the data type of name is string. Now let us check data type of age variable, in which we have stored some integer. So if I refresh the page, you can see the data type of age is number. Now let us check data type of variable is subscribed, and the data type is boolean. Now next data type we are going to check is type of user. If you remember, user is a variable which is uninitialized. So if I check its data type, it will be undefined. Next, check the data type of course, to which we assign null value. So if I refresh the page, so for your surprise, the data type is object. Now why it is object and not some primitive data type or null is in fact a mistake. Yes, when JavaScript was first designed, null was assigned a value that made the type system incorrectly identify it as an object. And although this mistake was recognized, changing it would break the existing code that relies on this behavior. So JavaScript keeps it as it is, and that's why the data type of null is object. Now next we are going to check the data type of unique ID, which is defined as symbol. So I'll write here type of unique ID. Let us refresh the page, and here you can see symbol is the data type of unique ID. And lastly, we will check the data type of big num, and if I refresh, you can see here the type of big num is big int. Now that we have covered the basics, let us test your understanding with few tricky questions. Think carefully. Let's see how well you have mastered JavaScript primitive data types, and please feel free to drop your answers in the comments below. If I define a variable, let num equal to 1, 2, 3, what will be the data type of num? My second question is, if we add a number and a big int, what will be the output? Like, let us take one variable sum, and if we add age plus big num, what will be the output? Don't forget to drop your answers in the comment box. That's all for today. Thanks for watching the video.